Thank the Most High for allowing me to do this live, and thank the Most High for allowing you to join me. Shout out and salute to my day ones, my day twos, my day threes, and everybody new coming to the channel. Um, you guys know when I dig in, I go straight in. I don't just wait because time is precious for everybody. Um, we are actually in a recession that's not announced. You know, it's not announced, but we are actually in a recession. And with the way things going, the only individuals that suffer in a recession is the actual individuals that go to work. You know, the not the 1% don't suffer. Those who are in the low, uh, the 1% don't suffer. They're already rich. They already set. The low income individuals don't suffer because most of them get government benefits. So they housing and lights and all those things are going to be taken care of. Those individuals who are in between that bracket where you don't qualify for government assistance and you work, gonna have some true issues like they never seen before. Salute T. They gonna have some true issues like never seen before. And this is manufactured. Uh, this is propped up. The Feds are raising interest rates, and they're gonna be continue to do it. See, the problem is this right here, right? This is what I think it is. It's so many internet millionaires, people don't have to go back to work. It's so many people that then made money off social media platforms are making money off social media platforms. They don't have to go back to work, you know. And the way this thing is manufactured, um, there really aren't any shortages. I would say everything is manufactured. Everything is manufactured. I mean, you guys who've been rocking with me since day one, you guys know I have to be mindful with my wording. So you guys got to bear me on how I say these things that I'm about to say. Um, you know, with Bill Gates investing in Ecolab water and Bill Gates buying up all the farmland, and with the world having shortages and um the world having shortages, quote unquote, in the Russia Ukraine ordeal, they're already saying that by 2025 that 1/3 of the population will have no water and no food. They're already saying that. It's 2022 right now, so we talking 2.5, 3 more years that 1/3 of the population won't have no food and no water. And when you're looking at them saying a recession, more like going to the Great Depression, make sense to me, right? I'm gonna ask this question. There's 13 people in here, and if you guys can't answer this question, you know, answer this question. All 13 people come up with an answer. How can you be facing a recession or in a recession, and you are funding another country in a war? Now, make that make sense to me. How can you have economical hard times in your country and you are funding another country? Anybody in here can answer that question for me. Answer that question for me. Anybody, you know, your country, you know, you everything. You in a recession, but you everything but saying it because once you say it, you can't take it back, and that's when everything go downhill. You know, so I just want to know how can you constantly, consistently uh be funding a country when your country is broken economically. So and this is why I say that it's manufactured, because that question can't be answered. You see, you taking money from you. Listen to this, right? Listen to this, right? You taking money from citizens, right? By taxes. You sending that money to another country, to other countries, right? Okay. Now I just need this to make sense to me, because it don't. I need this to make sense to me. You're sending that money to other countries, okay? And Your country is in. You're saying the prices are inflated, right? So don't you think instead of the Feds raising interest rates so people can stop borrowing money to slow down the economy, don't you think you should tell the businesses that they have to cap the price of what they're charging? But that's too like right. You're not going to tell the bid. You're not going to tell the one percenters that they have to cap the pricing on their business. You know, to prevent everything from going downhill. See, this is how you prevent inflation. Tell the businesses that they have to. It's a cap. Study market pricing and market prices this and market prices that. Go tell the businesses, the manufactured businesses, that they got to cap their prices. You guys got what I'm saying? If you're a business owner and I tell you I'm the president of the United States, right? And I say, well, you can't. Okay, let me use this hat. Online is $18, $19. Okay, if I tell, if I'm told I can't, I only have to sell this hat $7, right? Then this hat right here, you'll have more money in your pocket because the product is capped. The product is capped, right? So this is where I say that a recession only affect the workers. You know, it only affect the middle class. A recession do not affect the higher class and the lower class. That terminology recession it's a scary thought for most. You know, it's like this, right? If you in your house and you see 30 people walking down your street with them all white hazard jumpers on, and let's say they spraying air freshener in the air, right? You don't know it's air freshener. You're gonna be spooked out because why? Those hazmat suits, it makes you think that it's something going on. It makes you think that it's something going on that you don't need to find out or you shouldn't be finding out. You should be staying inside because you don't have on protective gear. Okay? Now I know for those who just coming in, they don't understand that concept or where I went with that. But those who've been with me, they understand it. So when you say recession, right? The middle class suffer because why? You know, it's like stock manipulation, right? Stock manipulation. Now, to all my stock investors, right? If you about 8 months ago, 9 months ago, Tesla, Google, uh, uh, what this guy name is, Tesla, Google, Warren Buffett, all these companies, they started cutting down their, share splitting. They started share splitting, right? Meaning that if you own one stock, the value gonna reduce, but they're gonna give you more. But in the process of them doing that, what they was doing was that they was pulling money out of their company. See, they was diluting their stocks because they'll take money out and then just make up more stocks out of thin air because they're slicing the value. You see? Salute, JB. So they'll take money out of the stocks. This is how Elon Musk took $44 billion out for so-called Twitter that he didn't buy. And now if you look at Tesla, the shares were sliced to 200 something dollars. He took out 44 billion, but it never recovered. And he took it out when it was at $900 per share. So then he added more shares to people who owned them and he sliced it down. So this whole system is rigged. So a recession, we falling right into the hands of a manufactured recession. Right into the hands of it. And this is why I always say have food and water. Because we falling right into the hands of a manufactured recession. Right? Google. They did a split too. They sliced Google. It was these stocks was $2,000-$3,000. Google was $2,000. They sliced it. Now you can buy Google for $96. But they're gonna tell you that it's on a discount. It's a sale. It's a discount. It's a sale. But yet they tell you when they sliced it, it was the same value. Most of these individuals, they know what was to come, so they pulled their money out, created more shares to make people buying them, and now the market's still going down. Tesla is damn near at an all-time low since it first opened on the IPO. Google, an all-time low since it pretty much first opened on the IPO. Warren Buffett, Berkshire, whatever you call it, all-time high. Right now is at an all-time low. Why? Because they diluted the stocks. They pulled money out and went cash. They sit on cash, beans and beans of dollars of cash. But they told you, hey, we're gonna give you 5 shares for that one that you got. You stay in. While they pull theirs out. You see, this is why people won't be able to retire when it's time for them to retire. Because they do these things right in front of our faces, clearly in front of our faces. And when I made that video saying that Elon Musk, you know, when he tweeted Dogecoin and it went up and he pulled out and made a couple of millions of dollars. And then when I made that video about him saying what he said about Twitter and it dropped, people got in their feelings. But at the end of the day, you can't change the truth and you can't change facts. These things are facts. The project's getting bigger by larger degrees, but they lost control. Exactly. See, I didn't want to listen. I didn't even want to get on live today. You guys, listen. For those who've been with me, you guys know those videos of the I Came to Party record that I posted shorts. I'm doing that for the YouTube algorithm. Honestly, that's a song I made 2-3 years ago, and I'm doing that for the YouTube algorithm. I didn't even want to do it live today, but me sitting back looking, and 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, the news come on and say that they didn't get the news reports that they want back for the economy, and the economy is in recession. I mean, pretty much, and 99% of the CEOs are preparing for a recession. This what made me go live and say that it's already broken. The system is already broken. Every 7 to 10 years, maybe, you know, the United States go through an economic reset where they go through a recession phase. You know, and it all starts one bird, two wings. But I must say this. Every time the Democratic Party get in office and they say they want to raise minimum wage, and they do that, when they do that, businesses raise their prices, and the middle class, the middle class, whoever in the middle class, they get hit because they don't get increases. It's the same shit that happens, same pattern all the time. They get in office, raise minimum wage, businesses ain't gonna take that loss. They're gonna raise their prices up. The people who make a little bit over minimum wage, they ain't getting no increase. So now they cut back on shopping or spending, and now you come to this place where it's a recession. All because it's a game with money. You don't have to raise prices if you could keep the prices of the inventory the same. If you stop changing the prices of the inventory, if you stop saying that the market price for this and the market price for that, why are you changing the market prices? Why are housing prices changing? You know, if you build a house and you know, why does these things change? Why does it fluctuate like that? Why? I tell you why. Go back to when I said about Elon Musk. They need the fluctuation so they could pull money out at its highest peak. If I'm a housing investor and the market go up, I can sell that house at the higher price to you. And when it come back down, you might lose that home because you can't afford it, but then I can repurchase it for a cheaper price and I made a profit. And this is how the game goes all the time. The game don't change. The game remains. This is how it stays. You know, this is how it stays. So I totally get it's gonna be people who's gonna be jobless in a couple of months. Why? Because inflation. It's gonna be people who are gonna be jobless. It's got to happen. They told you that when Joe Biden told you that when he said that it's going to be tough here. But yet you can tell individuals it's going to be tough here, but you still got it to give. Yeah, yeah, JT. It does happen every bubble that pop. But think about it. They create that bubble. The bubble is created to pop because who get rich during that time when the bubble is a bubble? The rich. Who get richer when that bubble pop? They take that rich money that they made when it was a bubble, they pull out right for it pop, and then they double back and they buy it once it pop. And now you got people who's supposed to retire within that 5 year time span stuck at work working another 10, 15 years. Because why? They job off of 401ks. They had their money sitting in there. They weren't really paying attention. And then all of a sudden they got this economic term that just turn and just mess up everybody's pensions and 401ks. So they stuck. And then when people realize it, it's too late that they done lost so much of their own earn their own money. They stuck by manufactured pops. They're stuck. But salute. I didn't want to be on here too long. I just wanted to say that we're about to see times that no one walking the earth never seen before. And while you guys do have the internet, go look up some of those Great Depression videos, how people had to survive off squirrels and they was eating all type of different things because they didn't. It was a lack of. It was a lack of. So it wasn't a lack of resources, but since we're in a monetization system and there was a lack of money spreading around at that point in time, you guys need to go look into that and just get yourselves anything that you can to get prepared because we're going to have some tough times. This is going to be worse than 2008. This is going to be worldwide. You guys got me? It's going to be worldwide. It's going to be worldwide. It's not going to be just America. It's not going to just be Venezuela. It's going to be worldwide. My whole deal is the economy should. It should be. It should be, but it's not. It's not, and this is gonna be a worldwide situation. This is gonna be a worldwide situation. You know, Raymond, you're totally right. I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. This is going to be a worldwide event. Like I said, I got a video. I don't remember the name of it, but I got a video up where I say I show it. I go through Google and I show Bill Gates owning the most shares in Ecolab. That's the number one world purifier company, and I show that he owned more farmland than anybody in the world. And then on top of that, I show where it said 2025, the world 1/3 of the population gonna be water scarce and food shortages. I show these things, you know, and this is the direction that we're going. Is a people, is a world. This is where we're going at, and it's not the weather, it's a numerous of things that's going on. You had wildfires, in Brazil where they lost pretty much 30-40% of the wildfire. Australia, you had wildfires that pretty much took the whole Amazon. So you got a lot of a lot of nature that has been destroyed. That ain't it take a long time to repopulate. You know, a extremely long time to repopulate. And when you look at people who got their money into stocks and I just feel bad for the senior citizens that who's supposed to retire within the next couple of years. Hopefully they can get out the game right now and sign their paperwork and retire. Because in another couple of months or another 2 years, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's just. I mean, I'm just looking at it. I'm looking at it, and it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. We definitely need to unite. The whole world, the 99% need to unite because it's a small. small group of people that's actually, overseeing a whole lot of things. Small group of people, but they need the 99% to actually put in play what they got put in play. The 99%, they need workers. They need people, to do the things they're doing that actually contributing to the destruction of Mother Earth, you know? And it's sad. It's really, really, truly sad. It's really, really sad because, you know, it's sad. It's sad. Like I said, I got to be mindful on how I say things, and I got to stick to the friendly guidelines of YouTube. I can speak, but I got to be mindful. You know, but guys, prepare the best way y'all can. You know, get your prepper channel. Not one of them that's talking crazy, and but get you one of those prepper channels and follow. And look for information that they're talking about. But like I said, food and water. It's not doomsday. It's not the end of the world. But it's time to uh prepare for tough situations. Because your family gonna depend on you and count on you. It's time to prepare for tough situations. You know what I mean? Love, if you got neighbors that you can rock with, you get cool with. Sometimes just chit chat with them. Just to build a relationship. Because you never know who you're gonna need. These things that's going on in the world, it's caused. It's caused by manufactured certain situations. So salute to everybody who rock with the channel. And I didn't want to be on here too long. I was on here 20 minutes and something, but I had to get on here once I seen they said the 99% to 98% of the CEOs are preparing for a recession. I think we already in one, and I think that we leading to a Great Depression, a worldwide Great Depression. Salute.